and welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Taylor and today we're reacting to the surprise double album, The Tortured Poets Department, The Anthology by Taylor Swift. But before we hop in the video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you love all things music, especially Taylor Swift, because it's been a chaotic, crazy night and it's going on 2:30 a.m. for me, so chaotic surprise. So, literally, it's taken me forever to listen to the original portion of this album, and that was only 16 tracks, and we have another hour's worth of listening to go off of. So, it looks to me like the Tortured Poets Department, the Anthology, basically takes, we have the first 16 tracks to ever live, which ends at Clarabout, and then it picks up, starting with The Black Dog, which is one of the bonus tracks on the hard copy CDs. So we'll be starting with The Black Dog in this video, and let's see what these titles are to see if there's anything that I'm claiming. There are so many songs on here that have like titles of people's name, like have people's names in the title, but it's interesting to me because the manuscript is actually the song that ends out this deluxe double album edition. So to me, the manuscript is the penultimate song. So, I don't know. I'm so curious. The Prophecy, I look in people's windows. There's such an eclectic mix of songs on here. We've got some 4-minute tracks. I think we have Taylor's shortest track on here. That's 2 minutes and 11 seconds. So, I guess without further ado, let's hop into The Black Dog.
Someone who until recent events you shared your secrets with, and your location you forgot to turn it off. And so I watched as you walk into some bar called The Black Dog. How you don't miss me in The Black Dog. When someone plays the starting line and you jump out, but she's too old, how it's done.
Well, that was a moment. Taylor's loving a screaming moment on here. Okay, so she says, I am someone who until recent events you shared your secret with and your location, you forgot to turn it off. And so I watch as you walk into some bar called The Black Dog. We all thought that The Black Dog could reference a bar in London, so that's obviously this. And pierce new holes in my heart, you forgot to turn it off. And it hits me, and I just don't understand how you don't miss me in The Black Dog when someone plays the starting line. Okay, so it's reference to a song by another singer. And you jump up, but she's too young to know this song that was intertwined in the magic fabric of our dreaming. Okay, this is gonna be a sad song.
Those best laid plans, he said I needed a brave man, then proceeded to play him and shower and remember how my rain-soaked body was shaking. Do you hate me? Was it hazing from a cruel fraternity?
She says, I move through the world with a heart broken, my longing state unspoken, and I may never open up the way I did for you. And all of those, she's like, I don't know how I could ever be with another person the way I was with you. It said, and all of those best laid plans, you said I needed a brave man, then proceeded to play him until I believed it too. She's like, it's like, in the whole Reputation era and all that time, she's like, you said, as like, you came in and like, you really like came in and like protected me and brought me out of this heavy, dark time. And I thought that was who you were, but in reality, that was just a role you were playing, which is interesting because he's an actor. And obviously in all those best laid plans, obviously my best laid plan in Hoax, I can cross off. I have the TTPD bingo card on here where that I made, and I can cross off recalls a past song there. And then she changes the course. It says, how do you don't miss me in the shower and remember how my rain-soaked body was shaking. Do you hate me? Was it hazing for a cruel fraternity? I pledged and I still mean it. Old habits die screaming. She's like, how do you not miss me the way I miss you?
6 weeks of breathing clean air, I still miss the smoke. Were you making fun of me with some esoteric joke? And I hope it's shady in The Black Dog with someone who's starting line and just still between your legs, you're leaving.
That cut off breath at the end, my God. She said gut punches. 6 weeks of breathing clean air, I still miss the smoke. She's like, in daylight, she says, clearing the air, I breathed in the smoke. Oh my God. Were you making fun of me with some esoteric joke? Now I want to sell my house and set fire to all my clothes and hire a priest to come and exorcise my demons. Even if I die screaming, and I hope you hear it, and I hope it's shitty in the Black Dog. She's like, listen, you have made me feel so much pain, and frankly, I hope that it's shit right now. It's an interesting way to kick off the second part of the album with this one of like this anger and sadness. Because when we kicked off the other one, it was very much like a more glittery pop, alt pop production, whereas this one is very much more like ballady production. I don't know what to expect, what I was expecting from this, but that's interesting. So next up we have the song I'm Gonna Get You Back, but that's all jumped together of like, I'm gonna get you back, like I'm gonna scream, like I'm rambling. So let's see what this sounds like. I'm gonna head and start off with this track, and the last track were both written and produced with Jack Antonoff. So we have a lot of Jack songs so far on here.
Like short skirt, the one that fits me like skin. Did your research, you know the price going in.
Ooh.
Whether I'm gonna be your wife or gonna smash up your bike, I haven't decided yet. But I'm gonna get you back. Whether I'm gonna curse you out or take you back to my house, I haven't decided yet. But I'm gonna get you back.
I'm interested because I'm not completely sure who this is about. But all it says is lilac short skirt, the one that fits me like skin. Did your research, you knew the price going in. And I'll tell you one thing, honey. I can tell when somebody still wants me come clean. So the still wants me believe this could be come back to that point of like, oh, when she and, you know, Joe, from what we can gather from the original album, probably had that momentary meetup. Post breakup, she said, standing at the bar like something's funny, bubbly. Once you fix your face, I'm going in. Once you fix your face, I'm going in. Is this referring to someone doing their makeup? Whether I'm going to be your wife or going to smash up your bike, I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to get you back. Whether I'm going to curse you out or take you back to my house, I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to get you back. Oh, this is very much to Olivia Rodrigo, get him back. She's like, I don't know if I'm going to like take you, I don't know if I want to take you to my bed or, you know, take you to, like, take you down. It's fun. I hear the whispers in your eyes don't make me want to think twice. You'll find that you were never not mine. This could be about Joe, but this could be about some interesting things here.
Small talk, big loud, act like I don't care what you did. I'm an Aston Martin that shoots you straight into the ditch. And then you off or wheel into the closet. Haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna get you back.
It's so interesting because the context of who this is about is interesting, but it's very given that small talk, big walk, act like I don't care what you did. I'm an Aston Martin that you steered straight to the ditch, then ran and hid. She's like, I am a crime that you committed. Like what you did was a crime. And I'll tell you one thing, honey, I can take the upper hand and touch your body, flip the script, and leave you like a dumb house party, or I might just love you till the end. She's like, I'm going to take the power back because I have the choice in this matter. Then she changed up the chorus. She says, whether... Excuse me? Okay. Sorry, I just like caught that. Whether I'm going to be your wife or going to smash up your bike, I haven't decided yet. She says, but I'm going to get you back. Whether I'm going to flip you off, or pull you into the closet, I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to get you back. I need to remove the bisexual lenses out of this, but this is very interesting here. That one was, I don't know, I couldn't tell you where that it's coming from, but you can definitely see that they're conflicted. I can feel it coming, honey, in the way you move. Push the reset button, we're becoming something new. Say you got somebody else, say I got someone too. Even if it's handcuffed, I'm leaving here with you. She's like, I don't care. I'm like, I'm going to take you out. I'm going to take you out. Bygones will be bygone. Bygones will be bygone. Era's fading into gray. She's like, this could really be about Joe because, like, eras, they had so many eras and albums together about them, and it's just fading away now, replaced by the gray of the Tortured Poets department. Rebuild all the pieces, but still want to play the game. Told my friends I hate you, but I love you just the same. Pick your poison, babe. I'm poison either way. She's like, I told my friends I'm over you and to hate you, but also I still have love for you. All right, so this is an Aaron and Taylor collab, and according to Genius, it says, it seems to be a metaphorical reference to the 6-year-long relationship with Joe Alwyn. So, let's see what it sounds like.
Wise men once said, wild winds are death to the candle. Always try to warn him about her. Cross your thoughtless heart. Only liquor anoints you. She's the albatross. She is here to destroy you.
Okay, so it says here, a popular symbol of the albatross is found in Samuel Taylor Coleridge's most famous poem, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, which tells the story of a sailor who shoots an innocent albatross, which he believed to be an ill omen. And here she is saying, wise men once said, wild winds are death to the candle, a rose by any other name is a scandal. Cautions issued, he stood, shooting the messengers they tried to warn him about her. So, like, he's shooting her, like, he's shooting her down. Cross your thoughtless heart, only liquor anoints you. She's an albatross, she's here to destroy you. So, I guess Taylor Swift in this instance is the ill omen from the albatross, and Joe is like, I'm going to tear you down or shoot you because you seem to be bringing this to me.
One less temptress, one less dagger to sharpen, locked me up in towers, but I visit in your dreams, and they tried to warn you about the devils that you know, raise worse hell than a stranger, she's the death you chose, you are in terrible danger.
Much there. She did add on, devils that you know raise worse hell than a stranger. She's the death you chose. You're in terrible danger. And then the lyrics, obviously, that she let out, one less temptress, one less dagger to sharpen, are in this one. It said, locked me up in towers, but I'd visit in your dreams. They tried to warn you about me. They're like, boy, she's gonna ruin your life. Like, she's gonna write some songs about you. She's gonna come in. Obviously, locked up in towers could be a reference to them, like, not leaving the home very much. I really like that one. And then in verse 3, where the bridge, and when that sky rains fire on you and you're persona non grata, basically she's like, when this album comes out and the fans are like, ooh, what he do, and you're like, persona non grata, I'll tell you how I've been there too, and none of it matters. Then she said, wise men once read fake news and they believed it. Jackals raised the hackles, you couldn't conceive it. You were sleeping soundly when they dragged you from your bed, and I tried to warn you about them. She's like, just so you know, the people's gonna come in, and you know that. And then she said, so I crossed my thoughtless heart, spread my wings like a parachute. I'm the albatross. I swept in at the rescue. The devil that you know looks more like an angel. I'm the life you chose in all this terrible danger. I love that she took like a very famous poem and a very famous symbolism from a poem, and she said, listen, babes, listen, I'm going to show you. I am the devil that you chose, the devil that you know. This one is, listen, I am loving the trip we are going down here. And we're listening to the next track, which is Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus. What on earth does that mean, Taylor?
Your hologram stumbled into my apartment, hands in the hair of somebody in darkness, named Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus, and I just watched it happen. Seemed like he would have bullied you in school, and you just watch it happen. If you wanna break my cold, cold heart, just say I loved you the way that you were.
The line that said, and you saw my bones out with somebody new who seemed like he would have bullied you in school. Reference to Travis being a jock. Very interesting. So Genius has a little annotation here saying, Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus tells the story of a rocky relationship filled with hurt and self-examination. Swift watches their partner betray them, and despite trying to salvage things, their partner's focus on drugs over love leaves them feeling abandoned. Swift seems to share a longing for honesty and closure amid the heartache, while questioning if she'll ever be able to move on from the pain. Because she says, your hologram stumbled into my apartment, hands in the hair of somebody in darkness, named Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus. Okay, so it's partner shooting, as the decade would play us for fools. And you saw my bones out with somebody new. Interesting. And then it says, if you want to break my cold, cold heart, just say I loved you the way that you were. Saying that he loved her the way that she was, saying that he would break her because he wouldn't love the person she is today, who she worked so hard for.
You said some things that I can't unabsorb. You turned me into an idea of sorts. You needed me, but you needed drugs more. And I couldn't watch it happen. I changed
You needed me, but you needed drugs more. This likely references Maddie Healy's drug addiction. This is not the first time she is rumored to be referring to Maddie Healy's drug addiction, as she also does in The Alchemy. He jokes that it's heroin, but this time with an E. Maddie Healy went through these drug addictions when they first briefly dated in 2014, and was likely the reason the two split. He stated in the fall of 23 that he had been clean for 5 years. Right. I don't know if there's much more to say about this. I didn't expect Maddie to get as many things on this album as he did. It's so interesting. I don't know too much about this man other than what's been out in the media circulation, and a lot of it I don't particularly like. But I definitely can see how this is very much show the struggle of being in love with someone or caring for someone who is, struggling with addiction, and how that actively affects them. And then it says in the bridge, if the glint in my eye trace the depths of your sigh, down to that passage in time, back to the moment I crashed into you, like so many wrecks do, too impaired by my youth to know what to do. So if I sell my apartment and you have some kids with an internet starlet, okay, apparently this could be a reference to Maddie Healy's current girlfriend. Will that make your memory fade from this scarlet maroon? Does this mean that maroon's about him? Interesting. Like it never happened. Could it be enough to just float in your orbit? Can we watch our phantoms like watching wild horses? This is so interesting. I was not expecting some of these things here. Then obviously ends it with, because I wonder, will I always wonder if these extant circumstances weren't there, would we have worked out? So interesting. But up next is a song called How Did It End? I don't know. We're going on the ride with the Tortured Poets Department, so let's continue. This song and the last song are both collaborations with Aaron Dessner, so how did it end? He was a hot house flower to my outdoorsman. Come on, come all, it's happening again. The empathetic hunger descends. We'll tell no one except all of our friends. We must know. How did it end? This second album we've got here has so much to it, but obviously these opening lyrics are, we hereby conduct this post-mortem or post-death, and these were the lyrics that were teased via Apple Music. A lot of the lyrics that she gave us are from this secondary album, so I wonder if these were just things that she really, really loved. Okay, he was a hothouse flower to my outdoorsman. A hothouse flower is a person who's very fragile and vulnerable as a result of having been sheltered. And then our maladies were such we could not cure them, and so a touch that was my birthright became foreign. She's like, I used to own your touch, but now we don't. Then obviously, come one, come all, it's happening again. This is the lyric that she teased. Last lyric she teased, and she said, Taylor thought she was done with people talking about how all of her relationships end, and the speculation that comes from when she found Joe, but it's happening again. The empathetic hunger descends. Will tell no one except all of our friends. We must know, how did it end? Interesting. People keep asking, how did it end? Lost the game of chance. What are the chances? Some they'll go on to their husbands. Smart because they know they can trust him. Then feverishly calling their cousins. So this is essentially her discussing about how she, thought she was over the public scrutinizing her relationships and how they end. And this one is essentially talking about how the public is, taking whispers and talking about, ooh, how did they be like, oh, it ended? How did it end? Why did it end? And of course it says here, we learned the right steps to different dances and fell victim to interlopers' glances, lost the game of chance. What are the chances? Half of the lyrics she teased are from this song here. From this song. She's like, you want to know how it ended? I'm going to give you the lyrics from this song. And that's how it ended. My goodness. That one is very interesting because she kind of has mentioned the media in a lot of things, the media and the fans and stuff, speculating on her relationships, especially in Lavender Haze. But this is the first time where I feel like she's really talking about, like, oh, everyone really just wants to know, like, every detail of my failed relationship. And it's just like, we're a spectacle for the world. Like, they keep asking, how did it end? They keep gossiping and spreading the things. So up next is So High School. Is this one going to be like Glittery Gel Pen? The title is giving me that vibe, but hey, we'll see. This one is also another Aaron Dessner track. So basically, this is like Katy Perry's Teenage Dream, just a little less sexual. She literally like, I feel so high school every time I look at you. I want to find you in a crowd just to hide from you. And in a blink of a crinkling eye, I'm sinking, our fingers entwined, cheeks pink in the twinkling lights. This one is very much, oh, and this is the brink of a wrinkle in time, been a sweet 16 suddenly. This one is definitely, this one, according to Genius, is definitely referencing Travis. Because I'm watching American Pie with you on a Saturday night. Your friends are around, so be quiet. I'm trying to stifle my sighs. Maybe it's maybe it's more sexual than I thought. She literally says, your friends are around, so be quiet. I'm trying to stifle my sighs. Baby girl. I didn't expect that to pop into a song, but okay. Excuse. I mean, we thought Dress was her most. I really need to take back. Okay, she says, are you gonna marry, kiss, or kill me? It's just a game, but really, I'm betting on all three for us too. I'm betting on all three for us too. I don't know exactly what that means. Get my car door, isn't that sweet? Then pull me to the back seat. No one's ever had me, not like you. Okay, we remember him driving her home. Then the bridge, for some reason, pops in the middle of this song here. Truth dare, spin bottles, you know how to ball, I know Aristotle. She's like, you know football, I know philosophy. Brand new, full throttle, touch me while your bros play grand why? The public play of it all. Oh my god, play Grand Theft Auto. It's true, swear, Scout's honor. You knew what you wanted and boy, you got her. He shoot his shot. He did shoot his shot. What? I don't know how to say that, but he did shoot his shot pretty publicly. Brand new, full throttle. You already know, babes. Miss Bam is smitten and she is on a high of a certain sort. She knows what she wanted. He knew what he wanted. It sounds like they're having a real fun time, according to this one. I don't know that there's much more to say after that. So next track we'll be listening to is an over 4-minute track, and it's called I Hate It Here. So what do you hate? What do we hate at this point? We have another Aaron Dessner track in our midst.
Quick, tell me something awful, like you are a poet, trapped inside the body of a finance guy. Tell me all your secrets, all you'll ever be is my eternal consolation prize. I hate here, so I will go to secret gardens in my mind. People need a key to get to, the only one is mine. I read about it in a book when I was a precocious child.
She hates reality. She hates the real world. Cool. She lives in her head. Tell me something awful, like you were a poet trapped inside the body of a finance guy. Everything in here is telling me that these lines are references to Dead Poets Society. Have not seen it, but interesting. You see, I was debutante in Another Life is supposedly a possible recall to Miss Americana. Yeah, but now I seem to be scared to go outside. If comfort is a construct, I don't believe in good luck. Now that I know what's what. I hate it here, so I will go to secret gardens in my mind. People need a key to get to. The only one is mine. So basically, she's saying, reality sucks. I'm gonna live in my head and my little stories in my mind for a while. So I'm a hide. I'm a hide away from the real world. It sucks here.
Used to play a game where we would pick a decade we wish we could live in instead of this. I'd say the 1830s, but without all the races and getting married off for the highest bid. Nostalgia is a monster. If I'd been there, I'd hate it.
There were so many things said in that second verse there. My friends used to play a game where we would pick a decade we wish we could live in instead of this. I'd say the 1830s, but without all the races and getting married off for the highest bid. Now, I'm going to point out that the 1830s had a lot of issues beyond also racism and getting married off for the highest bid. But okay. Okay. Everyone would look down because it wasn't fun now. Seems like it was never fun, never even fun back then. Nostalgia's a mind's trick. If I'd been there, I'd hate it. It was freezing in the palace. It was freezing in the palace. This could be a callback to Castles Crumbling. Well, at least she acknowledges that the nostalgia of, like, times past. She's like, no, it's not actually that good. It's just creations of our mind. I hate it, so I will go to lunar valleys in my mind when they found a better planet, only the gentle survive. I dreamed about it in the dark, the night I felt like I might die. No mid-sized city hopes and small-town fears. I'm there most of the year because I hate it here. There's so many literary references here. And just like, this one is a very much so all around the place. It's very beautifully constructed is what I will say.
I'm lonely, but I'm good. I'm bitter, but I swear I'm fine. I save all my romanticism for my inner life, and I'll get lost on purpose. This place made me feel worthless.
This one is so interesting because she's basically kind of reminiscing on the youthful fun of childhood and how the stories that we would make up and create in the games we would play as a child would sort of like allow us to escape from this world, and how now she is an adult and is like really just like in the world, and she's like, reality is just too imposing and these fun nostalgic things of the past no longer actually serve me joy, so I'm going to hide and try and stay in, you know, my mind's eye and try and create a better world, fictional world for myself. I feel like that's kind of like a callback to folklore and Evermore, like that fictional season of their life. But up next is a track called Thank You, Amy. It's explicit, but also I have to note that the K and the I am, K, I'm, K, Kim, maybe? Kim. Okay, those are capitalized, and this is an over 4-minute track, so let's see.